This is a HeadGum podcast.
Tim, do you have 1,000 photos living on your phone and not a single one in a frame?
Heck yes.
Now you can get those great memories off your phone and on the wall with Framebridge.com. So this is how you use Framebridge. This is a great service, by the way, BTW. I just got my framed artwork back, which I'll maybe post some photos of.
Yeah, it looks good, huh?
But all you do is you go to Framebridge.com, choose your frame, or let the designers help you choose, which is what I did because, let an expert do it.
Yeah.
Upload your photo from your computer or directly from Instagram. Kids love Instagram. They got all these Instagrams now.
I'm not familiar.
Preview your photo online in the frame. Tim, they superimpose it so you can see what the whole shebang looks like. And if you can't upload, if the thing you got isn't digital, if it's a print or a painting or
Happened to me.
a photograph, no worries. You can mail it into them for free. They'll even send you like a tube to send it in or a box to send it in. And it's affordable. Instead of hundreds you're paying at a frame store, prices start at $39 and all shipping is free. Plus, our listeners can get 15% off their first order at framebridge.com when they use the code EVERYTHING. So get started today framing your photos or art or even like a jersey or something like a memento.
Yeah.
Go to framebridge.com and use promo code EVERYTHING. You'll save an additional 15% off your first order. One more time. Framebridge.com, promo code EVERYTHING. 15% off. Hello and welcome to The Complete Guide to Everything, a podcast about everything. I am one of your hosts, Tom.
And I'm Tim.
Tim, how are you doing this week?
Tom, I am jolly, just like the man upstairs, Santa Claus. How are you doing this week?
Santa Claus is not the man upstairs.
Yeah, all the way up at the North Pole.
That's not upstairs, Tim. That's not the way.
North of here, up.
Yeah, no, that's on a compass, but not in reality.
All right, by way of compass, the man upstairs, Santa H. Claus.
You're jolly like him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I'm in a holiday spirit, Tom.
Good. Glad to hear that.
How are you this week?
Tim, I've been better. I haven't been sleeping well lately.
Why not? Yeah, you kind of look like hell right now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything, but now that you opened the door,
Yeah.
it's a rude thing to say, like, man, you look like garbage. Have you not been sleeping well?
Yeah. But in
now-
this case, it would have been justified because I haven't been
Well, the
sleeping
shackles are off, my friend. I can say whatever I want. And you're ugly, too.
Ah.
And you smell bad.
I keep having this dream, and it's starting to freak me out. You ever have one of these dreams where you wake up and you can't move and there's a man in your room?
No.
Yeah.
That's a thing, though. What is that called?
It's like sleep paralysis.
Yeah. Now, are you awake when it's happening?
I can't tell. It certainly seems like I am.
I have sleep paralysis. Like, I frequently, wake up.
Mm-hmm.
It's often when I fall asleep. I'm making this about me. If you haven't... I interrupted your story. Now let me tell you what happens to me. If I, fall asleep and then wake up... If I wake up in the morning and then I go back to sleep and then wake up again and keep going back to sleep, like one of those situations, at some point I'll wake up and I just can't move.
Okay. Yeah, because your body gets all confused.
Yeah, and I either have to go back to sleep or, really panic and I, gather all my might and try to punch the air, and usually that gets me out of it. But there's never a man involved. Tell me more about this man.
Tim, I don't know much about this man. All I know is that he's always leaving the room as I'm trying to get up. And I'm trying to yell at him, hey, get back here.
But you can't.
Who are you? Yeah.
Now, this is happening frequently enough
It's
that
happened a few times.
you're
yeah.
losing sleep over it.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no. But I have nightmares.
Every night it's oh, great. Now I get to go to sleep and then the man's going to come and then I can't get him.
That sounds like a nightmare. And I would have a nightmare like that. But it would the fact that this is happening to you all the time is alarming.
I don't know what his face looks like. I suspect maybe he's going to turn around one time and not have a face.
Oof. And you know what? I would hope that it would be something supernatural like that, right? Wouldn't that calm you? Okay, it's definitely not real. Oh no, you're a guy who believes a lot of crazy things.
Well, Tim, you know what? If you knew as much as I do about the occult, you would too. No, I kind of would, because like in my dreams, I'm always thinking it's like a robber, like a prowler, a cat burglar,
or a peeping Tom. And there's not enough. There's only room for one peeping Tom in your apartment.
That's this Tom.
Yeah,
this Tom does all the peeping.
Yeah.
You think I spent all this money installing these hidden cameras everywhere for somebody else to just come in and peep?
So you peep on yourself. Do you go back and watch like videos of you like, yeah, he doesn't even know I'm watching.
Yeah, do the dishes.
You don't do that. You don't do the dishes.
They're so dirty. No, I watch the videos and I tell myself in the past to do the dishes.
Oh, and it doesn't work. Like, get up, stop playing video games.
Do the dishes.
Stinks in here.
But yeah, it's you know what I think it is that I'm definitely dreaming, and it's gotten to the point where I know I'm dreaming. I know it's a dream, and I'm like, wake up, you idiot, and I can't wake up.
Oh no, that's some Freddy Krueger stuff.
Yeah. One thing you know about dreams is that if you know you're dreaming and you go like, all right, show's over, pal, wake up. You wake up right away.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did you ever burn a man in a fire?
Maybe. Why? Janitor, I don't see how that's relevant.
A guy that was doing bad things to kids. Did you ever burn him?
Well, if I did, Tim, it sounds like maybe he deserved it.
This is troubling, Tom.
Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street. I've never really seen a Nightmare on Elm Street, but the idea of being attacked in your dreams, that's such a scary idea. And then you just can't sleep? If you go to sleep, you'll die?
Yeah, but guess what?
What?
It's just a movie.
I know, but I'm saying...
It is a scary idea, but it's so outside the realm of possibility.
Well, that's what you think.
Well,
nobody would ever believe you, Tim, because you can't bring them into the dream with you.
Maybe whenever you read in the newspaper that somebody died peacefully in their sleep, maybe that wasn't peaceful.
No, maybe Freddy Krueger came for their ass.
Yeah, or somebody else that they murdered.
Yeah, you got some like a little lady. Oh, she passed away peacefully in her sleep. No, she passed away being chased by a man with needle hands.
Yeah, that she ran down in her car years earlier.
Yeah,
thought nobody knew about it.
Not needle hands. What did he have? He had a
razor.
Blade. Yeah, razor hands,
like straight razors, right?
Yeah, kinda, but specially made for him.
Yeah,
but they were on a glove. They weren't part of him.
Right, that's a very someone like you. Yeah, that's canon, right?
Which kind of doesn't even make sense how it would work that way.
What, you put on
They'd just be like floppy in that leather glove. You'd
maybe
have like a bunch of floppy razors.
No, maybe they're reinforced. Like they're pulled taut by like some elastic or some strings that go all the way down.
You think Freddy Krueger's got the kind of engineering know-how to pull this off?
He found those razors and grafted them onto a glove somehow.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it doesn't, he was a janitor at a school.
I think so. Yeah. I might just be thinking of the Simpsons parody of Nightmare on Elm Street.
That 90% of pop culture that I know is just the Simpsons.
I know nothing about Watergate other than like references from the Simpsons.
Never seen Cape Fear, but I've seen the Simpsons version. So it's like, yeah,
we're smart. We're aware of things.
Yeah,
I had the best teacher in the world, Bart Simpson.
Tim, he's a terrible teacher. He's always got detention.
I was that kid that wasn't allowed to wear the Bart Simpson T-shirt to school.
But you could wear it around the house?
No, my mom wouldn't even buy it for me.
I see. Yeah, I think
She thought he was a bad role model. I was like, yeah, no shit, Mom, but he's a cartoon character.
I believe I was allowed to have the one that said Cowabunga Dude. I was not allowed to have the one that said Eat My Shorts.
Oh, I was definitely not allowed to have the one that said, I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you?
Oh, yeah. Because, no, that was
jeepers.
Off the table.
Yeah, come on, everybody. But the one that I especially wasn't allowed to have was the one that said underachiever and proud of it.
Oh, yeah, because that sends a bad message to the youth of America.
I didn't even know what underachiever was. I was 7.
Yeah. I had a large collection of Big Johnson shirts.
Did you?
that my grandmother bought, not knowing what they were.
Oh, no.
Which I never wore because I was embarrassed.
What was the conceit of Big Johnson? Was there a man, Big Johnson?
No, there was like a character, but he wasn't. I don't think he was Big Johnson. He might have been. It was never really clear.
Right.
But the conceit of Big Johnson was that they were a sports equipment manufacturer that sold things that were innuendos to large penises.
Right. I mean, straight down from the name of their company, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So which ones did you have?
I think I had... I'm exaggerating. I didn't have like a collection. I think I had one or two.
Okay. You're really walking this back.
Yeah. But it was still like very...
Yeah, they shouldn't like grandma's near a Spencer's Gifts.
It wasn't Spencer's. It was Lowman's in the village, Tim.
Yeah, they also had all those co-ed naked shirts.
Yeah. Those had some titillating ideas on them,
They really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even need to go find nudie mags in the woods.
No, it's
we
just
could
like...
look at the shirt in the back of the scumbag in front of us in homeroom.
Yeah, and just think about that idea of, whoa, yeah, imagine if volleyball was co-ed and naked.
Yeah.
And there'd be balls in the sand or whatever the innuendo was.
Yeah, balls in the sand. That makes sense. Yeah, were they all just balls jokes?
They're all balls and shaft and pole.
Pretty cool shirts. Did you also play Leisure Suit Larry a lot?
No, I did not. I was not. You know what? It wasn't even that I wasn't allowed to play Leisure Suit Larry. I think the thought of playing Leisure Suit Larry didn't cross my mind.
It seemed like scummy, but also it just seemed like a real boring game.
Yeah,
and you don't jump on things.
Well, you know what? When you're like a kid and you're like going through puberty, coming of age, as I call it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I call it too.
Something like Leisure Suit Larry, like some risque satire, is not what you're after.
No.
You're like, I want to see like an actual photograph of a woman in a bikini.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is not like I don't know. Like, if I'm gonna see a cartoon lady in a bikini, like I don't even really know what I'm looking at. I don't have. I mean, this doesn't.
I got no frame of reference.
Exactly.
Here.
It's like if you never saw a dolphin, right? Mm-hmm. And then you always saw these like pictures of dolphins. You'd be like drawings. You'd be like, I don't know what is this? The thing that this fell apart. I don't know the point I was trying to make here.
Yeah, well, one way or another, Tim, you came off like a real pervert.
Tom.
Yeah.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
It's brass tack season. Otherwise known as the holiday season.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as the Toys R Us toy catalog season. What are you going to get under that Christmas tree? All your favorite toys.
Was there a Toys R Us toy catalog?
Yeah, what are you, nuts?
Oh, I remember that now. That didn't come to the house, though, did it? Or did you have to go get it?
Maybe your parents hid it from you.
Yeah, they might have. I remember getting the JCPenney catalog, and that had like a smattering of toys.
We're talking about toys. This is the 2016 Holiday Toy Gift Guide.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the JCPenney Toy Catalog.
Today's top toys from tots to teens.
And all in betweens.
Yeah. And tweens.
And queens.
Like Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah.
She's too old for toys.
She's, well, yeah, okay.
All
right, okay, hold on.
Yes.
When you got that JCPenney toy catalog, or any, I feel like it was mostly the JCPenney catalog.
Yeah, there were like 4 pages of toys, but you'd pour over them.
I remember, like, it would come, and I'd be like, well, time to get to work. And I'd grab a pencil and I'd like take it to my room and be like, Mom, Dad, don't bother me for a few hours. I got a lot to work out here.
Figure out what toys I want here.
And I like had a system of how I would mark things. Like, well, this one I want.
Well, the fact alone that you're like
that
you put it in pencil, not in pen, implies that you were like, you know what, this isn't written in stone yet.
Yeah. Do you see that as a positive or a negative?
What?
Do you appreciate decisiveness in your toy, or do you want to in your toy picking out?
No, because you know what, Tim? When you're going through that catalog, you got a lot of toys. You gotta be like, here's things I'm interested in, but let me get all the way through it.
Yeah.
Before I
Just get a landscape view of everything, right?
Yeah.
Get a mile high view and then hone in on things.
What if I'm like, I want these He-Men, and then 2 pages later,
man.
2 pages later, you're like, oh, there are new Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Oh, I already blew everything on the He-Men.
Tom?
Mm-hmm.
What were your top toys as a tot?
My top toys, yes,
Yeah.
were, when I was a kid, see, I'm told that I really wanted this, but I don't remember really wanting it, but I remember it being very